Ready, start. Only a fraction of the cultivated area is at present irrigated. You, Mr. President, have remarked that we can double the acreage under irrigation so that cropping can be extended. The amount of land available is fixed, but the pressure on the available land is steadily increasing. There is no alternative, therefore, to increasing the efficiency of land utilization and getting higher productivity per acre. Irrigation is one means towards this end. It is important that we utilize fully and rapidly such irrigation potential as has been already created. I think this requires much closer association than is generally found between the irrigation engineer, the agronomist, and the farm extension worker. Planning for the utilization of water must commence at the time an irrigation project is conceived. It cannot be left to be taken up when construction is advanced or after storage has been completed. I have been heartened to hear of the good work which has been done in the Koshi area. This might well be a model along with some others to be studied with advantage. India already has what is said to be the largest irrigation system in the world. But I am told that our water management system could be greatly improved. Irrigation can be wasteful, and irrigation without drainage can cause damage. Water management and soil conservation constitute sciences in themselves, and I am happy that you are holding a symposium on the problem of water management. Our rivers and our groundwater are national assets which we must use to the best overall advantage. I am deeply concerned that there was sometimes been a controversy over what are termed interstate river waters. I am sure that technical solutions can be found to safeguard the legitimate interests of every region or state, and that these matters are best considered in a rational and scientific manner rather than on the basis of emotion. There is one other aspect, perhaps not directly related to your conference, on which I should like to touch. The development of irrigation, especially in arid tracts, is often a starting point of an economic and social revolution. It demands more tractive power and creates new demands for roads, markets, and processing and storage facilities. The stimulus which irrigation provides to agriculture also generates new and additional incomes, much of which are invested in the facilities earlier described. A part of it also goes into village improvement schemes, the renovation and modernization of individual homes, The paving of streets, the digging of wells, and so on. I believe this kind of development offers an unrivaled opportunity to promote a new village movement. In our strategy of development, we want growth and greater equality. We want to prevent concentration of economic powers. That is why we must help the public sector as well as the cooperative sector to grow, both absolutely and in relation to the private sector. Cooperatives combine the good points of both the public sector and the private sector. They give a voice and sense of participation to the ordinary man. They are based on voluntary union and democratic control. At the same time, they can take full advantage of modern large scale management. If I may say so, the cooperative way is a civilized way of working, providing as it does the means of diminishing large scale ownership by individuals and groups, but without sacrificing the advantages of big units essential for the application of modern science and technology. The cooperative thus bridges the gap between the small unit and technology. Dreams cannot become realities unless there are material factors by which we can implement them. It is only through science and technology that we can supply these material conditions. Even the so-called advanced countries assign a major role to cooperatives. Therefore, I feel they fulfill a more extensive economic function than we are normally aware of. In most European countries, as well as in the United States, cooperation is the ruling principle of agriculture. In Japan, cooperatives are a big force, whether it is agriculture or industry or the services. Cooperatives have made spectacular progress since 1950-51. When we took up planning, I find that the total agricultural credit dispensed by cooperatives was only rupees 300 million in that year, while last year the figure rose to rupees 3450 million. Over the same period, the working capital of all cooperatives has grown nearly 9 times. I am particularly impressed by the great strides made by this movement in agricultural processing and marketing sectors. Cooperation is an ideal instrument for rural development. In the government of India, cooperation is part of the same ministry which looks after agriculture, community development, and food. But cooperation has a vital role in urban areas as in rural areas. All over the world, urbanization has led to the erosion of people's ability to live a well adjusted corporate life. People might reside together in cities, but they are isolated and lonely and do not seem to live together. Stop.